Hey guys, EBPMAN here, and today we're going to talk about smart home tech that's going to help you sleep. So let's face it, sometimes you like it hot and she likes it cold, and sometimes you like it cold and she likes it warm. Let's talk about smart home tech that's going to help you sleep. Let's check it out. Now, if you'd like to have a restful sleep, because let's say you like the bed cold, then you're going to want to watch this video. If you'd like to have a restful sleep because you love to get into a warm bed, you're going to want to watch this video. If you sleep with someone and they like it warm, you like it hot, or you like it cold and they like it hot, you're going to want to watch this video, because in this video I'm going to share with you a solution from OOLER that makes sleeping in your bed, regardless of your temperature preference, delightful. Let's get right to it.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button and tap the little bell icon to get notified when new videos become available.
Now, I've been using the OOLER solution for a week, and I am a fan. Check out the website so you can see some of the things that this is really going to bring to your sleeping experience. So it's a temperature-controlled sleep system that uses this pad that you can see here to actually regulate the heat based on your preference. So many of us, if you like to sleep in a cold room or have like a colder sleeping experience, you tend to raise the temperature of the room. And if you have a significant other, as I do, Nilda may complain that the room is too cold and she wants it warmer. On the other hand, if you like a warm sleep environment, you may find yourself raising the temperature of your room and find that your significant other complains because they may like it colder. So this is about not modifying the room temperature, but modifying your sleep area. So this pad that you see right here changes the temperature of where you sleep. And the neat thing about this is, as we scroll down, is that you can have various solutions. You can actually have an option that is going to be just for you, and meaning that you can make your side cold or your side hot, or you can have a solution that covers your entire bed. So this is going from a twin to a full, a king, or even a California king. So you can have actually zones where your zone can be cold, her zone can be hot, or you can flip it around and do the hot and the cold. But this is about giving you the best sleeping experience without having to worry about the temperature of the house. Now, as we scroll down, check out some of the benefits. So this is a good example. So 62 degrees on this side, 105 on this side. And what I like about the solution is that it also has a schedule and a timer. So you could go to sleep to a cold temperature, all right, under the cover, and then at a certain time during the day, the next morning, it could automatically start warming up. So you can go to sleep at a very cold 55, 60 degree kind of temperature and then wake up to an 80, 90, or 105. Think about that. Waking up really nice and toasty. So those are some of the options that you can have with the solution. So basically, if you want to focus on athletic performance, this is a good solution for you. If you suffer from night sweats, it's good for you too. If you suffer from insomnia, this is something that you'd want to consider. If you are going through some type of recovery, some type of ailment, it's definitely something that it's good for you. And then for productivity, we all know that if you don't get a good night's sleep, you're not going to be as sharp the next morning. So this is going to be good for you as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at the solution. I'm going to explain to you how it works, and then we'll see it in my bedroom. So the first thing we're going to take a look at is the actual heating and cooling unit. So this is what the unit looks like. And what you have is a power button, and you have a temperature gauge that you can adjust on the side here. So when you turn it on, you'll get a display as to what's the temperature of the pad at the time, and then you're able to increase or decrease it. Remember, you can actually make your sleeping area warmer or colder. I tend to bring mine as far down as I can. So I sleep around 55 degrees. That's kind of my sweet zone for me to sleep. And then you could also make it as warm as 105. So this is going to give you a nice toasty area. So the way this works is you have this little fill area. So you're actually filling this up with water, right? So you fill this up with water, and on the back, you're going to notice here that there's a port. So this port right here is going to have a connection tube that I'm going to show you in a second that runs either cold or warm water through this pad. This pad, you're not going to lay directly on it. It's going to be underneath your standard sheet, right? So it's above your mattress, but then it's between the mattress and the sheet that you lay on. So this is going to circulate either cold or warm water based on the temperature that you want. That's going to give you the best sleep. And you're not going to feel like, it's not like sleeping on a waterbed. You don't feel this slushy feeling. It's actually, I haven't felt anything at all as I'm laying on it. You just feel either the cold or the heat. You do have a power port right here that you'll connect to. It uses standard electrical outlet, and it's very small. So as you can see here, I'll just put my hands on it so you can see more or less the dimensions. So it's about both of my hands in area, and it's we'll put it this way so you can see the actual height. So you can see what this looks like right here. So it's a relatively small unit, and it's also a relatively quiet unit. It has 3 modes. One that's super silent, one that is average, and then you have a boost mode. So if you want to either warm something up really quick or you want to cool something really quick, you'll be able to set that, and that's all controlled through a Bluetooth app. The other thing about this is that it has some really cool smart technology that I'll show you in a couple minutes that actually tells you if you had to add more water to the reservoir, it's going to tell you. It's going to tell you also what your temperature settings are on your smartphone. And the other thing that it will do for you also is it'll tell you if you need to clean the unit. There's like a cleaning cycle that it will go through just to clean the unit. So now let me show you the actual pad, and then we'll go in our bedroom. Now the OOLER pad is going to come in a little bag like this. Depending on the size of the unit that you get, either twin all the way up to California King, this would be obviously a little bit larger. Now one of the things that's probably going to freak you out at the very beginning is as you start looking at this tubing. Now this is the tubing that gets connected to the unit that's going to circulate the water for you. So this is what you're going to be able to get the water going through, and it's going to keep things warm. Now again, I've been using this for a week now, and I've had no problems. There's no leaks. It doesn't really bother me at all because this will either be at the head or the foot of your bed depending on how your bedroom is set up. I have it at the head of my bed, and I have the actual unit right next to my nightstand because I have some electric feeds coming out of the nightstand. So this is what would get connected, and it has kind of like this little release mechanism right here, so you can see that. That's going to connect, and it's going to release nicely. Now let's take a look at the pad. We're going to go ahead and open this up so you can look at what the pad looks like. And once again, it's not going to be thick in any way. I found it to be actually very, very, very thin. And also, not only is it thin, but you don't feel like you're sleeping on a water bed. So you still have, if you have like a firm bed and you want the bed to be firm, you're going to have a firm bed. If your bed is soft, it will work as well. Now I have a memory foam mattress. The full mattress is memory foam, and I had no issues with my memory foam mattress. So this works on standard mattresses as well as memory foam mattresses. So this is what it looks like. So if you look at it for a second, this looks like it's a quilt. That's all it looks like. Notice the thickness right here. Now the water basically goes into this area here, and there's like some tubing right here. That, let's see if I can show it to you right here. You see there's some tubing that is going through. So almost think about, the best way I can probably compare this to is almost if you think about like a toaster, where you have kind of like the tubing going through it. So it has a tubing, and then also what it has, in addition to the tubing, it has these straps. So these straps, you can use this to attach it to your mattress. So it goes around your mattress, and it snaps in place so that you can keep the pad where you want it to be. Now you'll also notice here, and we'll go ahead and push this over here, that the tubing kind of goes into the actual again, pad itself. So very thin pad, and this is where all of either the cold water or the warm water is going to circulate. But once again, no vibration. You really don't feel anything. All you feel is the effect of the temperature. Let's check it out now. Now the unit that I received is a twin size unit, and you can see how it's laying right now on my mattress. Remember, I did say that I have a memory foam mattress. This is pretty much going to cover the area good enough for me to sleep in, but it is available in multiple sizes. Now on the bottom here, you're going to see that's the cooling unit, and you can see how small it is, and it's pretty discreet. I have a power cord running into my nightstand just for this test. So I really keep it there on the side, and then the tubes, you'll notice over there, are going in behind and coming up on the actual pad itself. So I don't feel it when I sleep. I don't really see it. It's pretty discreet. That's the only thing that I have available. Now, depending on your setting, my actually bed is very low, so that would not fit underneath it. You can't even, maybe it's about 4 fingers high from the floor. So if you have a higher bed frame, you're going to be able to stick that underneath your mattress. Now here's the app, and I just want to show you what the app looks like. So here we have our app, and the app, I can go ahead and turn on the unit, right? And it's on, and I can hear kind of like the blower blowing. And it has multiple settings. I could go with a silent mode, which is just going to, again, work, but it's very quiet. I don't hear the blower. I can hit regular mode, and with the regular mode, I can hear a little bit more, but it's going to go ahead and try to cool. And then here is the boosted mode. Now, just to show you how cold it can get, this is right before it, 55, 50, yeah, so it's about 54 degrees. I go for the lowest setting. This is how cold I like. I literally sleep with the fan on, and I try to keep the temperature in my home 68 to 67 degrees at night because I need it cold to sleep. So with this, though, I don't have to do that because the pad is going to bring the temperature, my body temperature, down when I sleep. Now, for my wife, she is the complete opposite of me. She likes it. Here, notice how I'm making it warmer. Watch this. You see that? 115, 116 degrees. So I can make it that hot if I want. And again, that means that as the pads is on the bed, and then you have your cover on top of it, and you're sleeping on your cover, you're going to have a really nice toasty experience. Now there's a lot of stuff that's going on, and we're just going to go ahead and navigate that, but just remember that temperature, 69 degrees. So if I were to go into my settings, in the settings area, I can change my unit of preference, I can get notifications, and the notifications are going to tell you about if the tank water is low so that you can refill it, as you can see right there. You could also check to see if there's firmware updates, which there aren't any, and you can also learn more about the application and the setup instructions. You do have to log in order to be able to have access to things in the system. So let's go back to it really quick. Let it load. We'll go ahead and now we're connected again. So the other thing that you can do is, and here I got my notification, just want to show you that says that I need to refill it soon. I've been using this for a week, like I mentioned. If you have two of these, basically what you'd have is one on the other side of the bed and one on this side of the bed, and then one would control one side and the other would control the other, but you'd have only one pad. So this is what the unit looks like. This is what it sounds like. I don't know how much of this is being picked up on the mic, but it is more like white noise than noise itself. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but let me know what you think about the solution in the comment area below. So that concludes our review of the OOLER sleep system. Let me know what you think in the comment area below. I can tell you, I love it. We use it every day, and sleeping has never been the same after the OOLER. Let me know what you thought in the comment area below.